And we have reached the end. The Razorbacks have knocked off LSU tonight. They complete a season sweep of the Tigers. First time since 2022. The Razorbacks have swept the season series from LSU. 91-62 the final.
This is Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, your locally owned Arkansas alumni-run Razorback headquarters. Find Nike, Champion, Tommy Bahama, Comfort Wash, and more. The largest selection of Razorback gear south of the North Pole. Visit 989 South Razorback Road or shop anytime at shoponrazorback.com.
2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Carter for 3. He got it!
Hog Reaction is also presented by Sawyer's Sunrooms and More. When you want to expand your outdoor space and think you can't afford it, give Buzz at Sawyer's a call. Locally owned and making quality affordable since 1990. Sunrooms, patio covers, concrete, and more. Sawyers-sunrooms.com. Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Real Texas barbecue. Brisket, ribs, and sausage smoked slow, served fast. Swing by Rudy's in Fayetteville and taste the tradition. Rudy's Barbecue. Real barbecue. Real good. This is Hog Reaction.
Well, that's how you did on the road. Back-to-back games in the Southeastern Conference. Might as well start out with what Hogsack shared with us on social media and shared with Chuck and Z. For the first time in Southeastern Conference history since the Razorbacks have been a part of it, back-to-back 20-plus point wins on the road as Arkansas takes down, demolishes, pulverizes, pick whatever way you want to describe what happened at Baton Rouge tonight at the Pete Maravich Center. 91-62, nearly a 30-point win for the Razorbacks prior to them coming back home to take on the Auburn Tigers, who, by the way, lost tonight at home to Vanderbilt and are now below 500 in the SEC. Nepo Pearl going right to where they thought it'd be. Christian, I thought Arkansas would win this game. They were kind of hovering around a 5-point favorite or so, but for these back-to-back games, 2 guys down, 2 starters at points this season. It's pretty impressive, even though you're kind of playing some bottom feeders in the SEC these last 2 games.
Yeah, big-time impressive win tonight. It really was. Not because of the score and who you played. Take who you played out of it. It was just what you are supposed to do on the road when the other team is missing their point guard, and you could really tell it tonight. LSU's offense is very inept without Dedon Thomas. And you could say that about a lot of offenses. I'm sure Arkansas's offense wouldn't look quite the same without Acuff. But, yeah, make no mistake about it. Tonight was a really dominant effort, physical defense, everything playing very well all across the board tonight, Ty. And, I think there was a part of me, at least, that thought maybe this would be a lot closer and LSU would make a game out of it even without Thomas. But Arkansas really took advantage from the opening tip, and that hasn't always been the case for the Razorbacks.
Wookie texting in here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Who cares about the game? Did you see the monster from the Goonies on TV? I missed that, Wookie. I apologize. I did see the king cake baby, which I don't know where you stand on king cake, Christian. We're a week away from Fat Tuesday.
I have had some king cake. I'm from Hamburg, and that's down there, kind of border in the Louisiana border. And I've had my share of. I've spent my time at several Mardi Gras, and I've had king cake. Definitely a really good dish.
I would. As I saw the king cake, I was like, I kind of want some of that tonight. I ate an early dinner, and knowing that we were doing the post game tonight, I was like, man, need some of that. Honestly, some Rudy's barbecue. So I was in Texas.
The Razorbacks were the kings tonight.
Yeah, they dominated from start to finish. They walked into that court like they owned the place, and it's been a situation Tommy brought up this morning. So typically, Arkansas, Z was talking about this, plays the second game in Bud Walton Arena, and the first one in the PMAC. They flipped it this year, and Arkansas won a tight one earlier this season at Bud Walton, and then just creamed LSU tonight. You mentioned Thomas being out. Again, Arkansas missing 2 key pieces in Carter Knox and DJ Wagner. Isaiah Sealy, again, plays significant SEC minutes. You had several guys that get to come off the bench and play some SEC minutes, something they're not going to do that often this season. Overwhelming. Trevor Brazil, another really solid game for him. Darius Acup, Malik Thomas, Nick Pringle had one of the better dunks of the night. Billy Richmond keeps doing Billy Richmond things. And Arkansas walks into this game Saturday. You're 8-3 now in conference. You've got an opportunity to be 9-3 after this game against Auburn this weekend.
It's going to take another effort just like this tonight to beat Auburn, because we saw what they could do, especially when we went to their place. If you're leaving their shooters open, they'll make you pay, and they got really hot from the 3-point line, and it really just dominated that game. I think Arkansas has kind of grown up from that game a little bit. You've got two back-to-back road games, 20-plus point victories. That's not easy to do. I don't care who you're playing. And tonight, Vanderbilt, when they played Auburn, I was watching that game a little bit as well, and they made it difficult for Auburn tonight to do anything well. And if Arkansas puts up a similar defensive effort, they could cruise in another win, especially at home. But I like the way this team is trending right now. Effort's kind of been questioned. That's probably been physicality has kind of been the thing that most people have questioned about this Razorback team. But these last few games, they have really kind of shifted my what's the word viewpoint of this team, and I, you got to keep it up. Cal mentioned it after the game, and we'll get to some audio, but he said you could lose these next 7 games. I mean, but realistically, that's not going to happen. He's basically making the point that all these teams are good.
I do think it's also important to mention that Arkansas has played 2 really bad teams, albeit they are on the road, and you went on the road earlier this season.
I didn't expect this.
Yeah, I don't think anyone did. On the road earlier this season, close 4-point win in Norman. I think it was also a 4-point win in Oxford, too, when you took down Ole Miss.
I thought LSU would be, wanting this game, coming out with a lot more fire,
And they just didn't have it. That was Scott Rabelais, who covers LSU sports for The Advocate there in Baton Rouge, talked about, this is the worst he's seen it since COVID. That was a few minutes before tip-off. Granted, some people may have filed and filtered in, but just a bad showing from the LSU fans. And I think I got nothing to cheer for. Their
I've seen
team
it worse.
stinks.
I've seen LSU way worse position than what they are now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not that far from being a pretty good team, minus injuries and whatnot. But
McMahon's out on his way out the door.
Yeah.
We'll see if Will Wade makes a return trip to Baton Rouge. We're off and running here on Hog Reaction. It's presented by Rudy's Barbecue, Sawyer's Sunrooms, and more. Really appreciate them being a part of it. And, of course, the Stadium Shop on Razorback as well. You can call or text us. Lewis Automotive Group hotline is open for you, 877-377-6963. That's 877-377-6963. Christian Johnson, Ty Richardson, more Hog Reaction after this.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyer's. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Game day, work day, or any day, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue has you covered with 100% oak smoked meats served by weight so you get exactly what you want. Hosting a crew, Rudy's group meals are perfect for parties, office lunches, or tailgates. 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixings, and yes, even a tablecloth. And don't forget breakfast tacos every morning until 10 a.m. Made to order, or they've got grab and go for the whole team. Visit Rudy's at 4084 MLK Jr. Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time.
Whether you're heading to work, hauling the kids to practice, or just hitting the open road, there's one stop that makes every mile better. Jam Mart, your local family-owned home for unmatched service. From Jam and Joe's Coffee to the cleanest restrooms in town to high-quality fuel and our go-to Jam Burger baskets. We've got everything you need to keep moving. Stop by any of our locations in Fort Smith, Greenwood, or Boonville. Jam Mart, the leading gas station and convenience store in Arkansas.
Fill her up, please.
Winter's here, and as the temperature drops, energy use can go up. That means so can your bills. At Arkansas Oklahoma Gas, we know managing energy costs isn't always simple, and we're here to help. We offer practical energy-saving tips, convenient payment options, and connections to assistance programs to help you through the season. Whether you're planning ahead or looking for extra support, our team is ready to help you explore your options. Learn more at aogc.com/winter.
Mark your calendars and save big at the Greater River Valley RV Show going on February 12th through the 16th at Crabtree RV Center in Alma. Special show pricing and financing available on all units, new or used. Come and see our large inventory of industry-leading brands such as Grand Design and Forest River. Take advantage of the huge savings at the Greater River Valley RV Show at Crabtree RV Center, February 12th through the 16th. Crabtree RV Center, making your family's dreams come true for over 70 years.
Do you need closure on your garage? Call Grit Garage Doors. Whether it's a new door, a squeaky closing sound, a broken spring, or just off track, Grit is who you can trust. Call Grit. There's no door Grit can't close. Local team, local service with honesty and integrity. Call Grit Garage Doors. 479-430-3667. That's 479-430-DOOR. Grit is who you can trust.
10 years ago, True Grit Running Company opened its doors with one simple goal: to help people move better, feel stronger, and find their stride. Today, we're celebrating 10 years of True Grit. Join us all year long for anniversary events, group runs, limited edition gear, and plenty of surprises as we kick off 2026. Whether you're chasing a finish line or just starting your journey, thank you for being part of our story. True Grit Running Company, 10 years strong, built by runners.
When it's time to stock the bar, fill the cooler, or grab the perfect bottle, stop by River Point Wine and Spirits. You'll love our clean, organized store, full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer at the right price. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. So come stock up for game night, date night, or the weekend ahead. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits, Grand Avenue and I-540.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
Winter has arrived, bringing frosty mornings, holiday travels, and unpredictable roads. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we've got you covered. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your vehicle for everything winter has in store. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Just weak. I mean, weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
I'm ready to go to the Final Four.
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer's Sunrooms and more.
I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
They had Georgia down 15.
Yeah.
They beat South Carolina. You know where that game was played? At South Carolina. And so we talked about the first 5 minutes and the first 5 minutes of the half. And you know what? We did it. And TB, when you have TB and Darius and even Malik Thomas playing like they are, and then Nick's going and doing the things he does, and Billy's like, what? It gives Isaiah a chance, and hopefully that Malik Ewan's going to be okay. He got a pretty good cut.
Yeah.
They're sewing it up right now.
Got whacked in that game. For those that missed it, there was a block or a steal, and then the LSU guy kind of flailed his hands a little bit and popped Malik Ewan, and there's blood gushing everywhere. He kind of knelt over by the scores table after the play. It just looked rough. We had a texter on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline asking about, well, that's the latest from Cal.
Not that that's a good injury or anything. There is no such thing, but is a part of you relieved when it's not like a leg or an ankle?
100%. Yeah. I was thinking that, Christian, I was thinking the exact same thing you were. It's like, man, I hope he's okay, because Arkansas, as thin as is, you got 7 guys that you feel, and I don't even know how, 100% confident. I know what Cal said, but it's one thing to go on the road and play Mississippi State and LSU. It's another thing when you travel to Tuscaloosa and you go to Auburn and you're relying for double-digit plus minutes on Isaiah Sealy, who I think is going to be a good player, but it's just a different level of competition. So, like yourself, my mind immediately went there. Luckily, it looks like it was just a cut and bruise. I don't. That was just all Cal said. We'll see if we get a chance to hear from him or an assistant coach later on this
back
week.
There during the game, like Cal went to the locker room. Did you know? Yeah,
I guess I missed that.
Yeah, during the game they showed him.
Well, the game was out of reach. I don't think he had to worry about coaching, I guess.
No, it didn't matter. But when I saw Cal go to the locker room, I was like, maybe he's probably just checking on him.
Yeah, just being checking on his player. All right, we got someone that was actually at the game, at the PMAC, and that is William. Calls in usually from Lafayette. William, where are you in Louisiana right now, driving back home?
I'm on I-10 across the Chapel I, coming back, seeing them Hogs whip them Tigers' butt.
Oh, man.
It was impressive. Look, so LSU, they're not all that, right? But I think Arkansas imposed their will tonight. The one thing that was impressive to me, changed my perspective of the team, they just stayed playing their game. I think Cal mentioned play for your seed, and they were playing like they were a higher level seed, executing, working on things. But the athleticism of this team, this is the first time I've got to see them. I don't get to get up and say it so much.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, Brazil is just unbelievable. Aiko is like a surgeon out there. He could get whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. It was unbelievable. And Billy Richmond, he missed a couple of alley-oops that, I mean, his vertical jump. And this team is sick. I know that we get frustrated because of the mental lapses and the competition. But just as far as athletes, dude, they're unbelievable. And we got to get healthy. I don't think we can sustain these type of games without a bench. I'm not, but dude, we got a squad. Go Hogs. Everyone have a good night. I'll talk to y'all.
William, thanks for the call. Yeah, I do wonder if you continue to play the 7-man rotation, waiting on Carter or DJ to get back. You've had 2 games where you haven't had foul trouble as an issue. If one becomes that, like, say, Auburn when they come into your building this Saturday, what changes? Athleticism, spot on. TB, 4 or 5 blocks tonight, added 12 rebounds, also gave you 14 points, knocked down a 3-pointer, hit 5 of 6 free throws. This is like why he is such an exciting and yet aggravating player. Because you watch this kid and you know he's got it in him. Like, he just does. You can't teach 6'10", 6'11", knocking down the 3, throwing down dunks, making
nice and one.
Yeah, make that and one that you mentioned. He's really improved. I'll tell you what he's improved on. It's his pump fake. And some guys will use a pump fake. They'll dribble once or twice and they'll pass off. TB, what he's done this year a lot better is he's using his pump fake because he's a good 3-point shooter. I think he's shooting high 30s or low 40s on the season, and then he gets to the rack. It only takes one dribble because of his strides. He has all the ability in the world. I've said it all year. When he hits his first or second shot, he's a different player for the rest of the game, and he provided a big defensive force for Arkansas tonight. Now, albeit LSU is not the tallest team that they're going to play. We saw Kentucky. You're going to see the best front court in college basketball here in a few weeks in Florida. There are some teams that have some size that Arkansas is going to have to deal with and fend off. But really impressed with Trevin's game again tonight, and hopefully he can continue to make plays like that against better competition, which Arkansas will face in the coming weeks, Big C.
Yeah, that's the key. How is he playing against better competition? Now, obviously, he's very talented, and we saw what he's capable of these last couple games. But he's probably had the advantage on the guy guarding him in both of these last games. Athleticism wise, he is top of the line. He's top notch, and you're going to play some more athletic teams coming up. I think Auburn. Probably a little more athletic than Mississippi State and LSU, but yeah, down the road, it's going to be tough. And I like what I'm seeing out of Brazil right now. This team, the last couple games have more than, I think.
They won emphatically.
More than delivered.
You heard William mention there, and if you have a thought, either from what William said, what Big C says, or what I have, or just the game overall, 877-377-6963 via call or text on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. The importance of protecting your seed. That's not just about winning against the good competition. It's not losing to the bad teams like they've done the last two games. This team could have very easily played uninspired basketball in Starkville or Baton Rouge because both teams are bad.
Yeah.
One team has Josh Hubbard, who's an outstanding guard. Really, that backcourt duo is good. And then tonight, no Thomas. You wondered where LSU scoring was going to come from. Arkansas could play a C- type of game and win convincingly.
I didn't even see McKinnon hardly get a shot off. I mean, I thought like if LSU was going to have a chance, they were going to have to.
What did he finish at?
Knock some threes down. He had 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points. Great point, Christian. 2 points, 1 of 6, 0 threes on the night, and that's a specialty. LSU for the game shot 31%. I don't know what Mississippi State ended up with, but they were less than 70 points. So 2 straight games, you don't allow 70-plus points. Now, both LSU and Mississippi State, I don't have the SEC stats in front of me. I don't believe either of them are highly explosive offensive teams, but that's at least a good showing defensively for this basketball team. You'll play some better guards here. Keyshawn Hall in the running with Darius for Player of the Year, even though it was kind of a weird deal tonight. Yeah. Stephen Pearl elected not to play him down the stretch. LeBarian Philon next Wednesday when you'll take on Alabama. Then you'll take on Florida. They've got a slew of really talented players. Plus, you gotta play Texas A&M. Not necessarily a single great player on that team, but it's still a really good basketball team. So there's a lot that has to happen for Arkansas, as Cal said, to protect the seed. Right now, you're probably sitting at a 5. Bracket Matrix is where you go if you want like a compilation of all the bracketologists, Joe Lenardi. Jerry Paul. It's just a good website. It's a good tool to kind of average them out. I forget it's the mean or the median, forgetting which one, but it averages it out and does that. So that's kind of where Arkansas is. Maybe you can climb. I think we said earlier on the Morning Rush this week that I think the highest Arkansas could get to is a 3. I don't expect anything out, but maybe you can climb to a 4. Who knows?
A 3 would be okay.
A 3 would be great. A 3 would be awesome. And again, I'll keep pounding this. I'll keep pounding the pulpit. I'll keep stepping on the pedestal. This team, I know that they've shown capability on the road, but everyone knows this team, at least in my opinion. Let me don't blanket this statement over everyone. You want to play in Oklahoma City or St. Louis for the first round, okay, in the round of 32 game. You do that by continuing to win and giving yourself a chance with the higher seed. You don't want to go to San Diego or Buffalo or Greenville or some of these other NCAA tournament sites. You want to be close to home, close to Fayetteville, Arkansas. Got to hit a break. Again, Hog Reaction presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and Rudy's Country Store Barbecue. More to react to after this.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
Harry Robinson Salisal Ford wants to buy or trade for your vehicle today, and they will give you top dollar. Pre-owned car values are at historic all-time highs, and your car today is worth more than it ever will be again. If you are driving a 2013 model or newer with 120,000 miles or less, bring it to Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, and they'll give you more than any other dealer. Even if you don't want to buy a new car, they'll still buy yours. Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Wave Rural Connect has some exciting news. Our service is now available in a brand new zone covering parts of Midland and Montreal. If you're along Highway 45, 252 or 253, or on Douglas Road or Slaytonville Road, you can get fast, reliable fiber internet today. Don't miss out. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. Wave Rural Connect. Internet that works when you need it most.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Do you need closure on your garage? Call Grit Garage Doors. Whether it's a new door, a squeaky closing sound, a broken spring, or just off track, Grit is who you can trust. Call Grit. There's no door Grit can't close. Local team, local service with honesty and integrity. Call Grit Garage Doors. 479-430-3667. That's 479-430-DOOR. Grit is who you can trust.
Mark your calendars and save big at the Greater River Valley RV Show going on February 12th through the 16th at Crabtree RV Center in Alma. Special show pricing and financing available on all units, new or used. Come and see our large inventory of industry-leading brands such as Grand Design and Forest River. Take advantage of the huge savings at the Greater River Valley RV Show at Crabtree RV Center, February 12th through the 16th. Crabtree RV Center, making your family's dreams come true for over 70 years.
Winter has arrived, bringing frothy mornings, holiday travels, and unpredictable roads. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we've got you covered. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your vehicle for everything winter has in store. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
Weak. Weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
I'm ready to go to the Final Four.
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and more.
I've been riding with them. I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
Loose ball picked up by Acup. Hogs with numbers ahead to Thomas and a one-hand jam. The assist from Acup, and it's 50-33. Knocked away by Thomas. Brazil out of there with it. Ahead to Richmond, and Billy's layup's good on the other end. Matt McMahon's got to call a timeout. Hogs are running them out. They've made their last 3 shots. They've gone up 57-36.
There's a lot of really talented freshmen in college basketball this season. We're fortunate to have a guy in Darius Acup that's fun to watch. And not only is Darius an outstanding scorer, but him on a fast break, you just don't know. You're in such a tough situation as an opposing defender. He ends up with 28 points. He's 13 of 22 from the field, 5 assists, 2 rebounds to go off once again for another 20-plus performance. I don't know. Let me see how many turnovers he ended up having. I don't know if he
Zero.
had. Yeah.
No, wait. 4.
Did he have that many turnovers?
Yeah, but It didn't feel,
They only finished with 10. Arkansas, if you listen on the television broadcast, I'm sure Chuck and Z mentioned this as well. Number one team in the SEC in assist to turnover ratio, one of the best in all of college basketball. 4 turnovers for Darius is a lot. He's usually like at 0 or 1. But just from what he usually does, leading the ball handling, I don't know what his usage rate is. It's high up there in the SEC, I would think, as some others. But once again, Arkansas dominates a team. A lower assist total than what they usually have in some of these big-time performances, only 10. They were able to get that kind of around that number against Tennessee. But you, again, smack LSU 91-62. You roll back to Fayetteville, and you got Auburn coming in here on Saturday, Big C.
Yeah, LSU shoots 21 threes. They make 3 of them. I don't think that's usually going to win you many ball games, but Arkansas dominated in the paint tonight. I think they shot 60% in the paint. So that's I know Cal talked about after the game. He mentioned the paint scoring and just how big of a role it was in this game.
Like everybody, why don't you shoot more threes? Well, when you shoot 60% from the 2, that's like shooting 40% from the 3. And our 2s, we can rebound. We can go get another one. I like that we shoot 3s, but if you're going to score 90, who cares?
Think about that. So they scored 91. You had 3 3-pointers. 9 of your 91 points were 3-pointers. 82 points were 2-pointers. 64 of those came in the paint, like you alluded to. 30 more than LSU got. Arkansas got them in big men situations, TB going to the rim, Darius or Malik on a fast break. They just did it in a variety of different ways tonight. And that's what Arkansas is offensively. Now, you like the defense tonight. You like the defense in Starkville. Can you have a type of defensive performance against Auburn, who is backs against the wall after their loss this week, this tonight? I don't remember what their outcome was this past weekend, but they need a win.
Oh, they lost to Alabama, I think.
Yeah, you're right. They lost at Alabama at home, so they've lost at least 2 straight, if not 3. That's a good point, Christian. So they're desperately looking for a win. I believe they're under 500 now in the SEC.
I liked what I saw to Nick Pringle. I mean, we've kind of been waiting to see him emerge, and the last couple games he's done well. I mean,
had 11 rebounds last game, 6 points tonight, 5 rebounds, 3 of 3.
His put back dunk was really cool to see.
Had a good alley-oop.
This time, Akup gets a screen. No good with a 3, but man, what a follow by Nick Pringle. That was a thunder dunk on the follow, and it's 83-49.
Wow. He had a bunch of those. You alluded to Billy Richmond's couple. He had a tip dunk that he missed, and he tried a one-hand. If he two-hands that alley-oop, he slams it home. But he wanted the highlight, he wanted the razzle-dazzle, and he almost converted it. It rimmed out.
They couldn't lose on Cal's birthday, right?
No, they couldn't. They talked about that.
That had to have been all the motivation that anybody would need tonight.
Happy birthday. It's a great win on the road on your birthday.
I tried to tell the guys, I blew out the candles. My wish wasn't for this game. The next game.
Always thinking ahead.
Always thinking ahead. And I'm kind of like, Cal, you'd like to get this Auburn win. You'd like to pay them back after what they did to you in the jungle earlier this season. Hey, Hog Reaction, always brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and More, your source for sunrooms, patios, and concretes. When it comes to what you want to watch the game outdoors, well, you can do it from your brand new sunroom, thanks to Buzz and his team at Sawyer Sunrooms and More. They've been doing it for over 30 years in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Go to Sawyer-Sunrooms.com. That's Sawyer-Sunrooms.com. Brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback. I saw that Robert, Elizabeth, Matthew, Raleigh, and the team, they've got some new female apparel to get ready for Valentine's Day. So if you're looking for that special gift for that special someone, your significant other, or you want to get something for yourself, go to shoponrazorback.com or go to 989 South Razorback, right next to Baum-Walker Stadium. I know they're excited for baseball season. And brought to you by Rudy's Country Store Barbecue. I'll tell you what, I was in Texas this weekend, and Rudy's is a big stinking deal. We're glad to have it here in Arkansas. If you haven't had it, the breakfast tacos are unbelievable. unbelievable, as is the rest of their barbecue. It is fantastic. It's on MLK. Just drive down 4084 MLK Junior Drive Boulevard right here in Fayetteville. If you haven't been, I've been a couple times. Awesome place. Dine in, take it to go. They do all these different packs as well. And their banana pudding, I'm telling you, it is incredible. Don't leave without getting the banana pudding from Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. You were talking about birthday. So I was like you. I was like, there's no way Cal's going to lose a game on his birthday, right? And I believe, I think it's Bobby Portis' birthday as well. I think I saw that too. Okay. So happy for Bobby that he's in the 3-point contest. Also happy that John Calipari's, I think now 4 games off from 900 wins. So that's a very.
Has he passed Rick Barnes yet? I think he has.
They keep going back and forth.
I think he's probably maybe a game ahead.
Yeah, because they got it earlier this season. Tom asked him that question earlier in a press conference this season. So, yeah, he's going to be right around there. But either way, elite company to be a part of. The Patino's a part of that group. It's pretty crazy.
Did I catch that the other night? Rick Pitino coached against his dad.
Yes.
That
Rick
was,
and is it Richard? Yeah.
Yeah,
Richard Pitino.
that was really cool.
He got that, and he got the 900 win against his son, which was kind of a unique situation. Yeah, no doubt about that. Let's see. A couple texts here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Preston's in Fayetteville texting in. Thanks for keeping me entertained during the game and post game while I'm working on chocolates for Valentine's Day. Preston's a big chocolate connoisseur and maker. Yeah, man, you're up late, dude. Working late. Hard worker. Jeez Louise. It's one thing if we're talking hog reaction, but you'd be working this. Like, props to you. Hog Wild saying, how hurt do you think Knox and Wagner really are? I don't think much of it all. I think Cal is doing some mind coaching. I addressed this morning, Hog Wild. I just don't see it. I think both those guys want to play. If they were put on the bench,
well, they weren't playing. They weren't really playing well to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, DJ wasn't. DJ and Carter didn't have a good performance. But my thought was, okay, maybe that's why, because of the injury. And Cal's talked about DJ has to be full speed to do what he does, which he's right because he plays with such an aggression on both ends of the floor. I just think it's a situation where maybe you didn't feel like you had to have both those guys these last 2 games. You got wins. Isaiah got minutes. More guys got to play more minutes. And now you got Auburn, hopefully fully restored by Saturday. You hope that doesn't throw a mess up. But again, I don't want to make light of the 2 wins because they are road SEC wins, but the teams aren't good. You just that's what you have to look at least in my opinion.
But you watch LSU and Mississippi State's going to turn around and beat somebody they should.
A crazy team.
Yeah, I mean that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, especially for Arkansas. Quick break, Hog reaction, Ty Richardson, Big C, more to react to, including stuff from John Calipari. And trust me, there's plenty of highlights from the 91-62 win over LSU tonight in the PMAC. We'll return after this.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Raleigh. This is Elizabeth.
This is Robert. You know, a famous coach once said there's a lot of lions, tigers, and bears, but there's only one Razorback.
And there's only one Razorback store that's owned by a family of University of Arkansas alums.
And that's us, the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
The largest Razorback store south of the North Pole. Y'all know why seagulls fly over the sea and not the bay?
Why?
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be called bagels.
Dad, just please stop.
Anyway, the Stadium Shop on Razorback has everything you could want. Tees, hoodies, puffer vests, polos from Nike, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, Champion, and many more.
Plus, we have stuff for your fan cave and those Razorback golfers out there.
So next time you're in Fayetteville, stop by the store at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum Walker Stadium.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or you can shop us on that Googleator, Facegram, Instagram,
Dad, just stop
InstaWeb.
before you hurt yourself. He's talking about our website, which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com. Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
This is Hog Reaction.
At Arkansas Oklahoma Gas, we understand that cold weather months are about staying warm, keeping life running smoothly, and focusing on what truly matters. We also know that higher heating bills during this season can create stress, and we're here to help ease that burden. From a variety of payment options designed to fit your needs to assistance programs that provide extra support, our team is dedicated to helping you stay comfortable and worry-free all season long. Our customer care team is just a call away, or you can explore helpful resources online at aogc.com/winter. We're here for you this winter. Winter has arrived, bringing frosty mornings, holiday travels, and unpredictable roads. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we've got you covered. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your vehicle for everything winter has in store. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
When it's time to stock the bar, fill the cooler, or grab the perfect bottle, stop by River Point Wine and Spirits. You'll love our clean, organized store, full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer at the right price. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. So come stock up for game night, date night, or the weekend ahead. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits, Grand Avenue and I-540.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
Do you need closure on your garage? Call Grit Garage Doors. Whether it's a new door, a squeaky closing sound, a broken spring, or just off track, Grit is who you can trust. Call Grit. There's no door Grit can't close. Local team, local service with honesty and integrity. Call Grit Garage Doors. 479-430-3667. That's 479-430-DOOR. Grit is who you can trust.
Has your spouse suddenly entered the transfer portal, going from a franchise player to a prima donna ready to take the money and run? Don't let her get away with a huge buyout. Be proactive and call Mock Legal Solutions today to ask about custody, alimony, and child support. 479-769-1505. Because even in divorce, the best offense is a good defense. Mock Legal Solutions, real advice, reasonable price.
I think we should start seeing other people.
Doe's Eat Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Doe's Eat Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
Hey everyone, Josh Earnhardt here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. Do you like doing business with local companies? Did you know that AAA Business Systems is one of only a few truly local office technology providers in Northwest Arkansas? Ask your current technology provider where their corporate office is, and let's keep your money in Northwest Arkansas. Buy local, support local. Call us today at 479-442-4185, and remember, anything else is just a copy.
Weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
I'm ready to go to the Final Four.
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and more.
I've been riding with them. I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
You know, one thing we haven't addressed so far tonight here in Hog Reaction, Big C, Ty Richardson, is the annoying part of the double game on either a Tuesday or Wednesday night. So think about tonight's setup. SEC Network, the Auburn and Vanderbilt game is before in the jungle. And I said this morning, man, I hope that game ends early. I either hope that Auburn or Vanderbilt blow them out so you can go right in. So the game goes past 8 o'clock, and I was like, okay, I'll go to the app. So we go to the app, Big C, nowhere to be found. I'm just like, okay, then it's just far to the right. I go one line to the right. All right, it's not there. Scroll down one, go to the right again, not there, go to the right again. Game's not there. Game's not anywhere to be found.
I just waited.
Yeah, it's like 10-2. And next thing I know, the game finally concludes in Auburn, and we can watch the Arkansas and LSU game. Like, they posted a highlight on the Razorback Twitter account, and the running joke is like, where did this come from? How do you see it? I don't know how this isn't fixed in 2026.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them for scheduling back-to-back games. It's just like, what do you do at this point? I mean, it becomes a foul fest, you know. I swear in the second half, like the way Auburn was playing defense, they were like extending the game like with 15, 20 minutes to go, which was smart. They were down double digits, but I was like, I could tell right then that this game was not going to finish on time, and it didn't. I mean, it was, you know, Auburn had a little bit of a chance there at the end, but yeah, Vanderbilt just hit a few big shots and led right into, you know, Arkansas. They started the game on a 10-2 run, I think, and it really never really got close after that.
No, it was Arkansas held a commanding lead. I gotta look back on stats broadcast and see how long they actually held the lead during this basketball. 39 plus minutes. LSU never led. 39 minutes and 33 seconds was Arkansas led. LSU was tied for a grand total, I guess, of 27 seconds or 22 seconds. That's wild.
They looked bad. I mean, on the offensive end, they really looked bad. Not much better on the defensive end for LSU. It's just kind of a clunker, and you know, their point guard is really good, but you've got to, I guess, credit to Arkansas because they played really good defense.
Oh yeah, you got to give credit. So oftentimes when the Hogs lose, you hear football, basketball, baseball coach, whoever it is, say you also have to give credit to their team. Well, guys, while LSU is not a good basketball team, and McMahon's probably going to get let go after this year, you have to give credit for Arkansas for not just showing up, but like pounding them. Like it's not easy. And I know it's Cal's birthday, so maybe that played into it, but it's not easy to get up for a bad team. Think about in your line of work, and you have a situation that you know you can.
It helps. It was on the road.
Yeah,
because they're more I feel like they're more focused when they go on the road now. After, you know, the Auburn game, I think that kind of said, "Hey, we got to show up on the road." Now, if this game was at Bud Walton, there's no telling how this game could have went. LSU could have came in with a chip on their shoulder, but luckily this game was at LSU, and Arkansas really looked like they were on a mission. Like no lack of focus.
Protect the seed is going to be something that I would guess marketing is going to use these next 7 games prior to the SEC tournament. Arkansas right now is sitting at 8-3, tied with Kentucky for the second place. Florida sits alone at number 1. A&M's right behind the Razorbacks and the Wildcats at 7-3.
I'm waiting for Kentucky to go right back to, you know, losing again.
It'd be nice. I don't know if it's going to happen. They are really hot.
It's getting old.
You were talking about that with Bruce Stanton earlier this morning. I get the annoyance, but I guess they don't have a midweek game, and they will play Florida. Yeah, that's right.
If they beat Florida at Florida, that would be pretty impressive.
I think there would be like 8 of 9 wins for Mark Pope, which I know that at one point
they will, though.
You were coping with Pope, and now they've gotten hot. It's not the exact same comparison of Arkansas, but there are similarities to this Kentucky team that's gone through injuries like the Razorbacks last year. We'll see how both teams fare in the NCAA tournament. And Mike Morgan on the television broadcast made reference to what Fran Fraschilla said this past Saturday, or 2 Saturdays when Kentucky was here, talking about you got a Final Four offense and around a 32 defense.
They heard it.
And same thing. It's like, if you play defense like that, though, you have the capability not just to be a second weekend. I don't know if I'm quote unquote penciling in them to be a second weekend team like Damian Fishback is.
We should.
But this team can at least can get there. I say at least can get there.
You're going to be the higher seed. You're going to play. I mean, you're going to be the higher seed. So realistically, you should at least get past the first week.
And matchups and everything else. But you help yourself by continuing to have success in the SEC when you pull up the schedule real quick. So the remaining 7 games for the Razorbacks, let's just kind of do this off the cuff. So you got the LSU 1-9. Auburn, I think they're going to win. So let's give them another win. That puts them at 9-3. Alabama, I'm going to chalk that up to a loss, 9-4. Missouri at home, I'll say 10-4. A&M at home, I'll give the edge to Arkansas there at 11-4. Not beating Florida, you're 11-5. Texas, yes, 12-5. I'm going to say they lose at Missouri. So 12-6. It's a heck of a lot different than 8-10, which is what you were last year. 12-6 is probably going to get you a top 4 seed in the SEC tournament. That means you'll have a double bye Thursday and Wednesday, and you won't have to play till that Friday. That's what protect the seed means. If you could pick off one more of those games and finish 13-5, you're most certainly are going to have a top 4 seed. But I would think 12-6 is probably going to get the job done, Christian, especially if you beat A&M, who's probably going to be one of those tiebreaker teams.
Yeah, and you mentioned the game at Alabama. You know, I'm wait and see mode with Alabama. They beat Kentucky early on in the year without Bediako, but really they haven't impressed me. I mean, with Bediako in, yes, I feel a lot better about this game. I feel like if Bediako would have been available in this game, it would have Arkansas would have had a lot of trouble.
Tough time.
Scoring in the paint like they did tonight.
I also think something that John Calipari, Arkansas fans don't have to worry about is something that Bucky McMillan and company now kind of deal with. Auburn, Stephen Pearl, and I forget the other team that Alabama beat. But all those teams, all those coaches are now like, okay, so Bediako's not on the team. Is the loss weighted against us because they had an ineligible player? I heard Bucky McMillan, the Texas A&M head coach, his comments about that, and I get his reasoning. I mean, they lost that game by 3 points. I think it was 197. So I get that rationale. I get that reasoning from Bucky McMillan. Arkansas doesn't have to deal with that because when Arkansas steps into Coleman Coliseum next Wednesday night, you don't have to play Charles Bediako. I don't know if he's going to be on the bench. I don't know if he's going to be the library. I don't know where he's going to be. I just know that he's not going to be on the court, which is something that you are very happy about.
How do you think he feels? Fan. I mean,
he got 5 games in. Apparently, he's going to finish his degree. I don't know what degree it's going to be in. And listen, I don't want to make a.
No, I'm just saying, like you get a taste of college basketball and then
it just gone. It quickly evaporates. No, I get it, and I think it's a weird deal because there's so many variables and what coaches will point to and say, well, this is why, or this is why, or this is why. At the end of the day, you're not having to play him, and he's probably not going to step foot on a college basketball court ever again.
Yeah. I like the last 7 games. I would still pick Arkansas. I'm going to still think Arkansas can win them all. It will say they do realistically. If they win their next 7 games, they'll finish 25-6?
Yeah, they would. If they win their next 7 games, they're 8-3 right now. That's 15-3 in the league. You'd be the 1 seed in the SEC tournament. I don't see that happening. I hope you're right. I just don't see it. I do wonder when DJ and Carter are going to come back. Second straight game they've been listed both as doubtful. Second straight game that was changed to out. So
you want to get them back at least. I would think you want to get them to get 3 or 4 more games under their belt before the SEC tournament.
That's a great point because you need some runway, and also getting back in the form, getting the team, getting the the different rotations back in order. You're 100% right, because that gets you ready for the real postseason, which is March Madness. And you don't want to be one and done in Nashville. You'd like to win at least one game. I don't know if you want to, if you are a top 4 seed, all you got to do to get to the championships, win 2 games.
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday, and you're there on Sunday. Now, in years past, the SEC champion that has won it hasn't benefited greatly because the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee has virtually decided the seeds. And that's why I've been a proponent of moving the conference championship game back to Saturday to give them an additional time. But with the networks, everything else, they're not going to do that. All right, we got to take a break and talk reaction. Big C and me. It's brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and More, the Stadium Shop on Razorback, and Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. More to get to after this.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and More, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
Game day, work day, or any day, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue has you covered with 100% oak smoked meats served by weight so you get exactly what you want. Hosting a crew, Rudy's group meals are perfect for parties, office lunches, or tailgates. 3 meats, 3 sides, all the fixings, and yes, even a tablecloth. And don't forget breakfast tacos every morning until 10 a.m. Made to order, or they've got grab and go for the whole team. Visit Rudy's at 4084 MLK Jr. Boulevard in Fayetteville. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, smoking good every time.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyer's. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
This is Hog Reaction.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Valley Family Dental at the entrance to Riley Farms provides every type of dental care and procedure for you and your family. General dentistry, braces, implants, same-day crowns, and cosmetics. Dr. Sparkman, Farmer, and now Dr. Blaine Van Nice work to give all of their patients a better life with a better smile. Valley Family Dental, 5901 Riley Park Drive, Suite A at the entrance to Riley Farms. Let them know you heard this on ESPN Radio and receive $300 off a snore guard. Valley Family Dental, 479-226-3500 for an appointment or visit valleyfamilydentalpractice.com.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Contractors, you've got jobs to win and customers to impress. That's why you choose Luxair HVAC systems, built for performance, efficiency, and reliability. And at J&B Supply, we've had your back since 1968. We're a local family-owned distributor that treats our customers like family too, with the products, expertise, and service you need to get the job done right. For over 50 years, HVAC and plumbing pros have trusted J&B Supply in Fort Smith, Springdale, and Bentonville. J&B Supply, where the professionals go. Get ready for Mudbug Mayhem, the Crawfish Festival that's a true celebration of community, family, and culture. Join us March 7th at Chaffee Crossing Historic District for Cajun-inspired food, live music, local vendors, and a sizzling crawfish cook-off. Check out the car show, the cornhole contest. There's activities for all ages, and you can make memories with friends and family. Don't miss the fun. Mudbug Mayhem Crawfish Festival, March 7th. It's free to get in. Learn more at mudbugmayhemfest.com.
Being a father doesn't come with a manual. but you don't have to figure it out alone. Invest Fatherhood is a program of Heart to Heart Pregnancy and Family Care Center, and our Man Up classes bring dads together. This is a network of fathers building stronger families one step at a time, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. If you're ready to be the dad your kids need, man up, step in, and join the brotherhood. Invest Fatherhood, a Heart to Heart program. Strong fathers change everything. Call Heart to Heart Pregnancy and Family Care Center at 479-452-2260 to sign up today.
When Second's making a play, Short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3.
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell. Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Weak. I mean, weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
I'm ready to go to the Final Four.
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer's Sunrooms and more.
I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
All right, we're back here on Hog Reaction. Christian Johnston, Ty Richardson. Razorbacks take it 91-62 tonight. No Carter, no DJ, no problem. Nearly a 30-point performance. Plenty of highlights from tonight's action.
Hogs have numbers. Brazil, Richmond, and Billy throws it down with two hands. From Brazil, 10 for Richmond. It's 69-37. A little bit of pressure applied by the Tigers. No problem for A-Cub. A-Cub lobs it to Seeley, and that time it goes down. Seeley with a dunk, and it's a 30-point Razorback lead.
They make it look so smooth. They make it look so effortless at times. And I was cracking up like probably some of you were. And I think it was when Malik got clocked and got hit. Didn't they do the rock, paper, scissors, Darius and Malik?
Yes.
After that. So rock, paper, scissors, and
Billy was like, what are y'all doing?
yeah, and he was laughing. I can't remember. Who ended up winning? Darius won it? Or
Yeah,
Malik?
Malik was shooting free throws.
Okay, Malik. I guess Malik won the rock, paper, scissors battle. But begs the question, if we were to do it right now, which one are you going with, Christian? Rock, paper, or scissors?
Rock.
Rock. I'm always paper. I feel like most guys just go automatically to rock. So
Best,
we're
you gotta
going
do
that.
best 2 out of 3.
Best 2 out of 3. I agree. And it's on shoot. Very particular on that. You got to go on shoot, not any of that. But that just, they were playing with their food tonight.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it was. And Arkansas, it was a carcass on the floor. Razorbacks ripped LSU up. I like when you had got popped, I was thinking to myself, it's like, hey, let's start putting in Brown and Carlo Wetula and
they all did come in.
Yeah,
Eventually.
and Kelly and Zofich, or however you say that kid's name. It's just like get all these guys in as much as possible, because you want to get them some SEC action, and you also don't want any injuries or whatnot, because your rotation's already tight enough as it is with 7 guys and 2 guys injured. You don't want any of that at all. And now you got, again, Auburn, a little payback on Saturday.
So it's kind of like last year a little bit. What did Cal get down to? Like 6 guys at one point?
Yeah, about 6 guys, I think.
So it's a little better. You got 7, but it feels different, because I think number one, you've got Acuff, and these guys are fresh. You bring in Seeley, who's pretty fresh. He's not. He's 100% ready to go, and I think a tighter rotation sometimes kind of makes them more focused, because they know they're going to get more playing time for one, and it kind of just gives them a much needed boost sometimes.
I think for Isaiah Sealy to just play the minutes that he has in these last two games is huge for his development, not just this year, but hopefully in years moving forward. I mean, you want your young players to get on the court as much as they can. Isaiah, let's see. Isaiah Sealy played, where'd it go?
4 points.
Yeah, 13 minutes. Like you said, 4 points and didn't record. Yeah, didn't have a rebound, but 13 minutes. And I think he had 14 minutes last game. So 27 plus or 28 minutes combined these last two games, which is big for a kid that hadn't played a lot of SEC basketball at this point. You need more of it. Now, albeit not against good competition, but still SEC competition. Do you feel like in a spot situation you could trust him on the road in Columbia?
I think on
Tuscaloosa.
On defense you can. I think he's good at getting to the basket.
Yeah.
He's really athletic. So in a fast break situation, I mean, you're not going to lose anything there because.
And I don't know, like, to your point, I don't know if he's been instructed not to shoot threes.
I was going to say, because have you noticed that he's hesitant?
Yeah, they lay off of him, and I don't know if that's a Cal or assistant coach thing or that's just him choosing not to. But Zach said this earlier today on Ruskin and Zach. You want your five players. Now, some are more offensively gifted than others. That's obvious. But you want them all to be able to score. And Isaiah can score on fast breaks, and he can take it to the rim. But you want to be able to stretch the floor if you can, especially at the guard or forward position. And like I said, I don't know if he's been instructed not to shoot. I don't know if that's it.
I don't know if you want to keep him kind of level-headed, I think. You don't want him to come out and start jacking. I mean, and he's not, because, I mean, you can tell, like you said, Ty, that something, like they've told him, like, to pass.
Mm-hmm.
Not because he can't shoot a three.
Yeah, defenses are lagging off, too. So it's a combination of most things. And he hasn't turned the ball over a lot. I feel like when he gets a rebound, he's looking for Darius immediately. That's just what a lot of guys on this team do. They want to get the fast break started. He'll take the ball up if he needs to, but that's his role. And as a true freshman, Malik Thomas and Darius Acuff are not the norms. They're the exception to the rule. You see more guys in college basketball like Isaiah Sealy, where they play spot minutes or they come in if a guy's injured or something of that nature. It's just different. It depends on the caliber of player. We know Darius is one of the best freshmen, one of the best players in all of college basketball. I think Malik Thomas gets overshadowed at times. And Isaiah is still a quality freshman that a lot of coaches would love to have on their team. There's just a different echelon. There's a different level when it comes to.
He's got to earn his shots.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like you can't just come out and start shooting threes. I just feel like you've.
Other guys have the green light. They've been given the green light. I don't know if he necessarily has that. All right, one more break. It's Hog Reaction presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback, Sawyer Sunrooms, and more, and Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Final segment of Hog Reaction after this.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville, Sawyer Sunrooms and more, and by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue.
This is Chuck Fawcett with Chuck Fawcett Realty. When I have an HVAC problem or a plumbing problem, I call 782-8940. That's 782-8940. Blaylock Heating and Air.
So to have a red truck rolling your way today, give us a call. That's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning for all of your heating, cooling, plumbing, and drain cleaning needs, and great York Home products. It's just one number you need to know. That's 782-8940.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check on your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today to see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit could save you up to $600 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours. Or you can use Terra's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust a team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
When you need legal help, turn to the law offices of Craig L. Cook. With over 40 years combined experience, the Cook Law Team works for you. If you've been injured in an auto accident, hurt on the job, a victim of nursing home negligence, or need help with bankruptcy, Social Security, wills, trusts, estates, or family law issues, Craig Cook will go to work for you. Call us today, 479-783-8000. The law offices of Craig L. Cook with locations in Arkansas and Oklahoma. We work for working people.
Winter has arrived, bringing frothy mornings, holiday travels, and unpredictable roads. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we've got you covered. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your vehicle for everything winter has in store. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Arkansas, it's time to team up and clean up. Celebrate America's 250th birthday by joining in on the greatest American cleanup, happening now through May 31st. From picking up trash to planting wildflowers, there's so much you can do to keep Arkansas beautiful. Organize a cleanup event to make a real impact and earn volunteer hours if you're a student. Visit keeparkansasbeautiful.com to register your event, request a volunteer kit, and get inspired. Brought to you by Keep Arkansas Beautiful, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
Start the year strong with New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders from WT Equipment. Enjoy outstanding comfort, class-leading visibility, and best-in-class boom geometry for exceptional lift and reach. With fuel-efficient models from 60 to 90 horsepower and a wide range of attachments, the 300 Series CTLs are ready for whatever the job and the year throws at you. See the New Holland 300 Series compact track loaders today at WT Equipment in Springdale. WT Equipment. Equip your future, elevate your potential.
Dad, the driver looks dirty. You yucky, Daddy.
Hey, don't worry, boys. That's what we do best. At My Dreams Mo Wash, we make homes, businesses, and even big industrial spaces shine like new.
So you can clean houses and big buildings?
That's right. Residential, commercial, or industrial. No job's too big or too small. Call My Dreams Mo Wash today at 479-763-5561 or visit mjmowash.com.
My Junior's Mobile Wash. One call cleans it all.
Just weak. I mean, weak. The SEC.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
I'm ready to go to the Final Four.
All the Hog Reaction is brought to you by Sawyer Sunrooms and more.
I've been riding with them. I've been putting my money on them.
Hog Reaction postgame show is fueled by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
It's Fugazi. Fugazi.
This is Hog Reaction.
I'm happy Isaiah's getting his chance to play some.
Yeah.
You know, he just got to get more comfortable being out in that court.
Yeah.
But from here on, these next 7 games we have, we could lose all 7. I mean, all 7. They're all, one team has already beaten us. You know, you got teams that they're all the top of our league. You almost want it that way because, okay, if we're holding our seed, you get a chance to improve because you're playing all these good guys. But by playing all these good teams, you got a chance to lose them all. Our thing is, let's just be who we are. Let's get better defensively, and we are.
So the Razorbacks well ahead of 500 in conference play, 8-3, very easily could be 9-3, depending on how this Auburn game goes on Saturday. And protect the seed, keep the seed, whatever phrase Cal wants to use on. That's what is being said publicly. I'm guessing privately is too. You're playing the Southeastern Conference, one of the best college basketball conferences in the land. It's not number one. Big 12 is. I think we've seen that this year. But it's going to be right up there. It's going to be respected. Your team's won some big non-conference game. They've competed. Name the bad loss.
I feel like
it's not Kentucky.
No, the bad loss. What am I thinking? I'm missing. Is it Georgia? No. I don't really think they have one on paper.
That's because there isn't one.
Yeah, there's not a bad.
Think about
loss.
think about this. When you look at Arkansas's resume, 3 conference losses, 3 non-conference losses, right? You've lost to Duke, who might win the ACC. You've lost to Michigan State, who's going to be right up there in the thick of things in the Big Ten. You lost to Houston, who could win the Big 12, depending on what happens with Arizona. Those are your 3 non-conference losses. All ranked, all go to the NCAA tournament, all probably top 4 seeds, if not top 3. Then let's go to conference. The Auburn one doesn't look that great. They've lost 2 straight. They're under 500. So you can maybe point to that. You can't point to Kentucky. You can't really point to Georgia either.
Oh, yeah.
Georgia could beat Florida tomorrow night. Who knows what's going to happen in that game? Mike White going up against his former team? Who knows? So,
well, 2 of those were on the road against quality, pretty quality teams.
That's what Arkansas has at its disposal right now is no bad losses. Why I bring that up is because you easily could have gotten one of these last 2 games. But not only did you take care of business, B2A, belt to ass. I mean, they just whooped up on Mississippi State and LSU, avoided those 2 losses, and hopefully, I mean, when you look down the stretch, I mean, you don't want to lose to Texas at home.
No.
You don't want to lose any of your home games. But the road games like Florida, Bama, and Missouri, none of those would be a bad loss at all.
Mm-hmm.
You'd love to get one of those if you can, but that was the importance of these last 2 games, Christian.
Yeah, and exactly right. What Cal's been saying is we need to win to kind of keep a pace with, winning the SEC, which is still attainable. I mean, you're right there in the mix, and I think the popular thought is Florida's just going to win it, but I mean, they are the defending national champions, so I mean, it wouldn't be, too far out of the realm of possibility that they win the conference. But you're right there. I mean, really, would you say 13-5? I don't know if that wins. What did we say at the beginning of the year? What that number? I think we said between 12 and 14 wins would probably win the conference.
Just to put in perspective, right now you're tied with Kentucky, second place.
You may have some
8-3 in the league. They would have the tiebreaker, of course, with the head-to-head. Florida's 8-2. They go to Georgia tomorrow night, and then A&M's right behind you at 7-3. Vanderbilt is 7-4. So you're in a really good spot. You'd be a really great spot if you win this game Saturday. I keep saying Friday, Saturday, and then we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. But March is going to be here before you know it. The last game that Arkansas will play in the regular season will be on the 7th in Columbia when they take on the Tigers. Then you'll have the SEC tournament beginning that next Wednesday.
I'm already feeling like the March Madness, the vibes already.
Well, you've had some really good games. I mean, you had a great game last night between Arizona and Kansas. You've had some really good matchups with DeBanza and
I can smell it.
Peterson. Arkansas's played in some really good high-octane basketball games, non-conference, and SEC too. This is the point with the Super Bowl concluding this past weekend. People really start to pay attention to college basketball, and you kind of get the full exposure here for the next month and a half or so. Arkansas, as we've seen, is a top-viewed program in the country, ranking number 3 in January, I believe, according to Nielsen. So this is a program that not just a lot of Razorback fans watch, a lot of college basketball fans watch.
And it feels good knowing that you're in the tournament. I mean, nothing's a given, but this is a tournament team, and it just feels good knowing that you've got a place in the tournament, which is not a given. I mean, I know they give it. I know like 60-something teams make the tournament, but
no, you're right. It's a lot different feeling than you had at this point last year through 11 games. You're exactly right. You're 11 games in. It's February the 11th, and you know you're going to be dancing. It's just a matter of where. It's just a matter of who you're playing. I guess knock on wood, so nothing happens from an injury standpoint. But this team's they're tournament bound. So I completely get that vantage point perspective, and I think
you'll be going. So where do you want to go to watch the first?
From a proximity standpoint, I would say that Oklahoma City is the destination to see the guys play the Paycom Center. St. Louis is a very close second, but that would be the setup. I think a lot of Arkansas fans would really enjoy the opportunity to do so. We got anything else to add, Big C? Anything else that stood out from that game? Again, a shellacking, 29-point shellacking for the Hogs tonight.
Yeah, really, really good job. They deserve to be praised because, I mean, this team could have easily, at least in one of these games, kind of played like they've played. We've seen them play in a couple of games where they kind of played down to their competition, but man, they just took it to their opponent on the road. Not really hostile environments, I will say that. But all you can do is play the teams on your schedule, and conference wins matter. And they're sitting good right now, 8-3, I think, in the league, and that's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, nothing to scoff or sneeze at. Exactly that. Arkansas takes care of business. Moving on to this game Saturday against the Auburn Tigers. Valentine's Day, Mardi Gras parties and festivities. Fat Tuesday coming up. And like Christian says, feels like March as we get that March Madness music going. Well, that's going to do it for us here on Hog Reaction. Really appreciate Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, the Stadium Shop on Razorback, and Sawyer's Sunrooms and more for being a part of our basketball coverage all season long. For Big C, I'm Ty Richardson. We're back tomorrow on ESPN Arkansas. Chuck and Boat 6, Morning Rush at 9, halftime at 11, and Ruskin and Zach taking over at 2. Don't forget, Arkansas baseball this weekend, Friday. You'll hear, I think Phil's calling the game. I haven't even asked him yet. You'll hear Arkansas baseball, 6:30 Friday night. That's going to do it for us. Y'all get home safe.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop